Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I was turning around and saying the other day that the Give It A Whirl dies have so much in them. Obviously you can make the spinner cards and you have all the pieces for that. You've got this lovely little scalloped frame and we've done something with that. There's beautiful hearts and there's also clouds. And the clouds, you have 3 different clouds here. And the 3 cloud die cut out these beautiful clouds here. So I've done some in soft sky and I've done some in basic white because I thought we would do a card using clouds. Because I like to show that you can use the dies for so many other things as well as what they're for, and these really are great. I'm going to be using the stars at Christmas time and all sorts, so it's a die set that will be used again and again. I've also, something again that I use a lot is the layering circles, and I wanted to create a rainbow to go with my clouds. So I have taken, if I just show you, I've just cut a piece of it. So this is basically how I created my rainbow. I've put it on our double-sided sticky sheets and I have used the, let me have a look size-wise from these so you can see where we've taken it from. So from the largest, and then the next one down was the red, and then the next down was the green, so that was the green one. Then I've got a blue one and I've got a purple one. So from the die set, it is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5 largest ones down. And as I say, what I do is I take the 2, sorry, I've got 3 here. I take 2 and very carefully just sort of tape them so that they're exactly the right size, and then just die cut them out. So really easy to do. And then for the actual frame of the card, which I'm going to put on over the top, I've taken the largest of the scallops. So the largest of the scallops, and then 2 down. So 2 down to get the next one. So not 1 down, but 2. So the largest one, not the second one down, but the next one will give you the scalloped frame, and that's going to go over the outside. So those are the dies that we've used. And then I have taken, so this was the second largest one down. So I've taken a piece of, this is soft sky, and I've mounted, so card base, standard card base, and I've just cut the circle out of the center, which is the second one down on the plain circles. Okay, sorry, I've got a little bit of glue on there, but it doesn't really matter. So we've got the circle out of there. We're going to leave that for the moment, and we're going to start working on this inside piece. So I wanted to have the rainbow, which is why I was sort of cutting it to see. I'm going to have the rainbow running from the center up to the side. So I'm actually going to cut this first because then I can use, I'm going to have several of them. So I'm just taking this from, I've just cut a line straight through, and then I need to take my snips and turn it over, and then I'm just going to follow it along on this line here. Now you could, if you didn't want to save, I want to save this to do a few more. So I've only stuck down, I haven't stuck down the pieces that I want yet. So I'm going to take the backing piece off of this, and hopefully they will stay together. They might not actually, and I might have to. Just thinking whether this is going to be the best way to do it. Actually, I'm going to keep it on the sheet and I'm just going to glue it to the back, because if I peel this off, they're likely to all be come apart, and I don't want them to come apart, so I'm just going to glue onto the top. So it really doesn't matter, it just means that they will stay nicely close together and they're not going to go all over the place. Okay, so we're going to get our rainbow. We need to make sure that the rainbow comes onto the edge piece that I've cut. So let's just get it down where I cut it, and we'll take that into the center piece. Just bring it down. There we go. Okay, so that's our little rainbow coming through. Then I wanted to do, because I didn't want the rainbow sticking up, I thought, well, we'll have a bit of grass of some sort. So I've just cut some green, and I've cut it the same sort of size, just to sort of give that little bit, although I don't know whether I want it to be quite that tall or not. See, that's not going to quite take it. That will cover it more. That's going to be fine. So what I'm going to do with this is very simply just create some sort of grass. So what I tend to do is to just literally cut it all the way down straight. Probably done this lots of times, but just cut it down. Whoops. And then cut some of it in on an angle that way. And then cut a few pieces in on the other way. Like that. So you've got lots of sort of little scraggly pieces like that. And then all I do is just sort of ruffle them up a little bit. And that gives us a little bit coming out on there. It gives us that sort of, take that piece out as well. So you can cut it sort of up and down, and then that gives you the little bits of grass on there. So I'm just going to take that down just a little bit on there, and take that down a little bit on there. So I've got those pieces that are coming out a little bit better. And if you've then got funny little lines in there that don't really sort of work, like at the end, just sort of snip them down where you want. Okay, so that's going to come in like that. And then we're going to have the other one just coming in underneath like that. So you've just got a little bit of grass sort of showing up, and I'm just going to stick that on because I don't want it to be coming up everywhere. So we'll just take that to the edge. I have cut it round on the edge, so it should fit quite nicely. And then, as I say, you don't have to worry about those edge pieces too much, because they will stick down. And then we'll just take this other little piece, and we'll take that and we'll just put that in over the top. So that's just covered the rainbow, which is what I wanted to do. So that takes it down like that, and we've got that piece at the bottom. Okay, so I can then, what I want to do is to position this, so if I take it in on the center, I think it's just going to, it's probably a little bit wide now to go through with the cutting out of this. Let me just trim up these bits so that it's then going to fit in better. So just taking it round the edge so that it's just a little bit neater. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to then, that's better, we can glue that down so that it comes in on the center. So it's a very simple way of doing a card, but with the cloud it'll just add a little bit of something on there. So I'm just going to try and lie that so that it's as straight as I can get in on there. Lift this up onto the inside. There we go, and then I can just smooth that down. Okay, there we go. So that goes in on there like that. Then I want to do, which is what we came to do the clouds. I'm going to put this little piece in over the top, so that gives me my little frame. So we're going to glue this on. And just take these down round on here. I do quite like this, the circles and the scallops, because they just give a different look to it. So we can take this one and put this down and just make sure that comes in over the top like that. So that gives us our little frame in there. We turn it over and do it on that side. So I've got a bit of sort of ink and bits on my fingers. Okay, so that's given us our little piece like this. And then I want to work with these clouds, because that's what we were doing. So I want the white clouds to come in so that they're literally just coming over could do one like that and one like that. I could maybe have a, don't know whether I want a third, because I want to have the blue ones coming up on the top. So let's take a blue one there, and we'll have another blue one there. So I'm combining the blue and the, got another one up there, haven't I? Could I put that in on there? Don't want to cover the rainbow up too much. Cover up some of the grass, couldn't I? What about like that? Do you think that'd work? Yes, I think that will work. Not sure about having three in there. Yes, because when you open it, then you'll see it inside anyway. Okay, so I want that one there and that one there, I think, or I might have it the other way round. I could have one there and then that one. No, I'm going to have it this way round, I think, on these two. And I could take a little white one up in on there on that side if I wanted to, but that might be a bit busy. I'm faffing about now to just work out where I'm going to do. I think three's too many, so I might just have two in on here. One in, I want the big one to come in across there because I think that looks good, and then I might have one of these ones just coming in that way. Which way you can have those clouds? I think you probably have them either way, can't you? I think I'm going to have it like that. Okay, two clouds I think will work. So what I want to do is I want to just take the cloud in on here. So I need to make sure that it doesn't come outside. So what I can do is, do I glue it? Do I do it with dimensionals? I think gluing it is probably going to work the best, isn't it? So I want it to be glued just along this little piece here. So you've got to be very careful that it doesn't. So that can go on there. And then we can take the rest of the glue just in on here. Then I know that's not going to come over the side. Okay, so we can take that one just put that in like that, and then we've got one cloud coming there. Then I just need to put a little bit of glue on the tail end of here, and again not very much, and then the other bit of glue on there. Now you could use glue dots if you wanted to. I'm just going to do it like that, so we can have that one coming down like that. So we've got the clouds just coming in like that. Might want to ease that one up a little bit actually. Whoops, don't want the glue to go in on the other side. Let me just put that up there because I want that to really come in just above. In like that, that's better. So I need to just take, because I've just got a little bit of glue down in on there, and I don't want any glue on that bit, so let's just take that to there. Okay, so that looks good. Then we'll have this one we're going to have up there, won't we? Because that's a nice one, so we can glue all of that. And we'll put that one in there. Get my cloud straight. And then we'll have the other cloud down on that side, because then I could put a sentiment on there if I wanted to. Don't think I want the big cloud. No, the big cloud's I think's a bit too big down there. I want that smaller one. So that one in like that. And we can just put that one in down the bottom. Then there's room to put a sentiment down in on that side. So when you open it up, you've got your piece in the center, and then what I do in here is to just put, maybe put a couple of clouds in like that. And I could also put another frame in on there. Don't know whether I want to have too many clouds, because I want to have somewhere to put your, you know, write your message in there. So what I would probably do is to add, maybe just have one little cloud like that, I think would work. And then there's room to write your message, and I might put a little frame around that piece, I'm not sure. But I think it makes, if we put the sentiment in on the front, it uses the clouds, and you've got it as a sort of a peep through onto the back piece like that. So I will carry on finishing this off. I am going to put a little sentiment down at the bottom. Don't know which one I'm going to use yet. I might use heartfelt love and caring thoughts are with you, because that looks quite nice, and I might just stamp it down there. Or I might use one from the Seascape. I want just a little one that's just going to be that size, but I think if I can sort of turn it round a bit, as I say, we need to work on the inside a little bit, but as I say, I think a bit of a stamp, a bit of a frame round that will cover that quite nicely. But it gives you just a little sort of peek through using the clouds, and I thought it was quite a fun idea. So hope you enjoyed that. And it was using the Give It A Whirl, which, as I say, I've used lots and lots, and I'm going to use it lots more as well. And just a fun little peep through card. Thank you so much as always for watching. Please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.